Hello everyone and welcome to Cinderful Gaming. In today's video we are going to look at getting started with the Ogor Mawtribes in Warhammer Age of Sigmar using the Scrapglutt Spearhead box set as a starting point. Today's video is sponsored by Gap Games, a fantastic miniature wargaming store in Queensland, Australia. They stock a wide variety of miniature wargames from all things Games Workshop to some of my personal favourites, Conquest, The Last Argument of Kings, and all things Modifius wargames as well. Use our affiliate code in the link below to help support both this fantastic store and the channel as well. And so, leading this box set is actually Ogor's Mantrappers. They are a Warhammer Underworlds warband, first of all. Now, in Warhammer Age of Sigmar, we can use Ogor himself as a cool Icebrow Hunter stand-in. This means he would have a 7 health, a 5+ save. You've also got the Hunter's Crossbow and Great Throwing Spear there as well for some good range damage. And his Culling Club is anti-monster like all his weapons, so really cool at going in and jumping into enemy monsters. The Hunt is on, and the Master of Ambush ability allow this unit to deploy off the table and actually jump on from the side of the table, along with any of Frost Saber units that we've picked to be part of the army as well, which is pretty cool. Following on from the Icebrow Hunter, we then have the Iron Guts. Now, these are a heavy infantry unit for the Ogres, 4 health, a 5+ save, which is not the greatest, but they do have that quite a bit of health to them, and they pack out some real heat. 3 attacks, 4s to hit, which is probably their worst stat, but 2s to wound, rend 2, and damage D3. Now, once per battle, they can also use a second fight ability in one particular combat phase that you want to. However, the second fight would be at strike's last. And they've also got an ability where they near a tyrant. Both this unit and the tyrant will actually gain a ward of 6+. They have access to a champion to give +1 attack to one of the models, a musician for some extra rally rolls, and standard bearer for extra control score there as well. Next, going from the biggest thing in the force to the smallest, we then have Nobblers. These are little grots that hang around the ogres. They've only got 1 health and a 6+ save, and they throw their sharp stuff, which is a sort of nothing shooting attack, but there is going to be quite a lot of it at short range. The motley assortment of weapons doesn't do all that much as well, with 5s to hit and wound on these downtrodden grots. But Nasty Traps and Tricks is a charge phase ability where you pick an enemy unit within 6 inches of this unit, you use the move ability during the turn, and you get to roll a d3 and on a 2+, inflict some mortal damage equal to the roll. They have access to a champion as well, which does give you an extra attack, but really these are going to be here to sort of hold objectives, be sort of the ones that go and just grab the points where your ogres are going and dealing the damage. Now, something cool the Nobblers do bring with them is the Scrap Launcher. This just flings giant piles of old scrap at the enemy at a 24-inch range. 3d6 attacks is really nice with hit and wound rolls of 4 each, no rend and damage 1. Though, thanks to the Rain of Scrap rule, they can actually put some negatives on your opponent as well. And if this unit's within combat range of Nobblers, they actually get unmodified crits on 5+ instead of 6+. This is pretty cool when you've got crit auto wound on those 3d6 attacks and anti-infantry +1 rend to really help it do some damage to enemy infantry. Now, where to go next? Now, the next thing, looking at some of the things we have in the force, like Iron Guts, a Tyrant would certainly be one of the things I would be looking to grab, but it doesn't fit inside the first 1,000 points, so you could definitely go grab a Tyrant if your opponent's okay with playing a few points down on you, then it would be something totally fine. But if you are looking for that perfect 1,000, a Bloodpelt Hunter sort of goes along with some of the other things we have in the force. 8 health, 5+ save, it's got anti-monster on its Impaling Spear and Hacker Axe and Meat Blade, both combat and ranged attacks there, and so it's going to help your other hunter deal with some enemy monsters. The Beastbreaker ability as well does increase the damage as to a set 3 on its Skull Basher crossbow, and the Impaling Spear to 6 when it's fighting monsters. An Unrelenting Hunter as well means if this unit is more than 9 inch from all enemy units, it can use a normal move ability if it were your movement phase during your opponent's turn, which is pretty cool, so it's sort of just going to chug after enemy units. Now, the list we built today has us using Heralds of the Everwinter. We've not got an awful lot that affects too many things in our army, but this Either Storm passive ability means we subtract 1 from hit rolls for shooting attacks that target any Ogor Mawtribes infantry, while it holds within 12 inch of any Beastclaw rated heroes, which our Icebrow Hunter is. So we've got a nice sort of ability to knock off some damage from enemy shooting. Our first regiment then is just going to be our Icebrow Hunter by themselves. This will be our general. We've got the heroic trait Touched by the Everwinter. This makes this model a priest. while our second regiment has the Blood Pelt Hunter with the Artifact of Power Gruesome Trophies. And in this model's regiment, we've then got the reinforced unit of Iron Guts, all 8 together. They're going to be such a hard unit to shift at such small points. And then, because we can't fit them in any other units or regiments, we do have 2 auxiliary units in the Noblars and Noblar Scrap Launcher here as well. We hope this video was helpful in getting you started with Warhammer Age of Sigmar, and it was able to give you some ideas and inspiration to start your own force in the game. If you have any other questions at all, please comment down below, and while you're there, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and join our Discord server to check out all our future Warhammer Age of Sigmar content.